Wait. God, please work. Do we work? Nope. Where is everything? Wait, never mind. Chat is here. Where am I? There I am. Hello! Happy Wednesday! I'm fine. Whew. Okay, we're good. We are fine. I am tired, but we're fine. VidPro, welcome in. Joshua, welcome in. It is time for more lawyering. It's already been a week since the last stream. That's the thing when you only stream 3 times a week. Like, technically, there's only been 1 stream between this one and the last Ace Attorney stream, but because I took 1 day off and, you know, we had the Pokemon stream, you know. PSM, welcome in. Happy holidays. Oh yeah, isn't it like, hold on, I don't want to seem dumb. Because, oh yeah, isn't it like Thanksgiving-ish? It says November 28th, so that will be tomorrow. We don't have that in Germany, or we don't celebrate that in Germany, so I know it's sometime in fall, but that's about all I know. But yeah, that's right. It's according to Google, it's tomorrow. But I don't know if it's like a specific day or if it's like just like a certain time where there's a fly in my room and it's one of those tiny annoying ones. Anyway, either way, happy holidays to those who celebrate. Jonas, welcome in. Hello. Oh god, I'm tired, which is nothing new, honestly. Like, it's nothing new. But I don't know, I slept weird. I had a weird but also kind of awesome dream. I dreamt about gay people, which, you know, always a banger. And then I had something. It was something streaming related, I think. I don't know. The thing with me and my dreams is that, like, oftentimes my dreams are kind of like boring, I suppose. Like, they're just everyday things, which honestly is almost more annoying than those like wacky, completely nonsensical dreams. Because with dreams that seem, you know, at least sort of realistic, if they're good dreams, then I wake up and I'm like, oh, dang it, like this could have happened, but it didn't, you know? Like, man. Ivy, welcome in. Our Thanksgiving is tomorrow, but pretty much. Do you guys have any holidays you mean instead of Thanksgiving? No, not really. Not really. We only have like around this time there's just Christmas and fucking is it December 5th or 6th? Which is what's it called in English? You know, the December is it 5th or 6th? No, it's 6th, right? Wait. December 6th. December. All right. No, is it 5th? Oh, oh no, it's 6th. It's December 6th. It's St. Nicholas Day. That's about all we have around this time of year. And you know, Halloween, I guess, which isn't technically a holiday, but I guess people kind of sometimes treat it like one. I don't know. Today I dreamed that I slept and missed my alarm. I woke up, checked, and missed my alarm. Oh, that sucks. Only by 15 minutes though. That's not too bad. Unless you're one of those people, which is to say people like me who set their alarm like just in time. Like, if I need to be ready to leave at like 10, I will set my alarm at 9:30 so that I have at least like 10 to 15 minutes to wake the fuck up. Which, you know, with limited success, but at least to not fall back asleep. and, you know, 10 to 50 minutes to get ready. God, I used to do that in high school. In high school, I would have to leave at like 6:50 or like 6:55 at the latest when we moved, because at that point our the bus stop was only 2 to 3 minutes, or 1 if you ran. So say I had to leave at like 6:50-ish. I set my alarm for 6:35. So I'd just be awake, I'd have to get ready, like I'd have 50 minutes to get ready, and I'd be out. So, yeah. Which honestly, I mean, who the fuck thought it was a good idea to make kids go to school at 8 in the morning? Like, what the fuck? Who thought that was a good fucking idea? At least make it 9. I can live with 9, sort of, kind of. That's still too early for me, but like, really? I wake up really early if I have something that day, but if not, I'm sleeping. I do not care when I wake up. Yeah, like, I mean, when I need to be up early, I am up early. But when I can just sleep in, which is like pretty much every day of the week, almost every day of the week, then I just sleep. And usually I'm up around like 12, like 1 p.m. Which I want to still... I am trying my fucking damnedest to set my sleep schedule back by at least 1 hour. I want to, if nothing else, I want to be up by noon. I want to be awake and you know, more or less awake by 12 p.m. That is my goal. Gotta go make cookies for a Thanksgiving party. I'd share some through the screen, but unfortunately tech isn't that advanced yet. Go save Maya. We shall go save Maya and have fun making your cookies. God, I want to bake again. I love baking. I haven't done it in a while. I would love to do cooking streams or baking streams at some point, but the problem is that we have an open kitchen, which is like in the middle of the house. Like, it connects to the living room, to my grandparents' bedroom, the bathroom. So, like, it would just not be possible unless I was alone at home, which I rarely am. So that kind of sucks. That sucks. I don't know, maybe... Yeah, and like, I can't just, like I don't have the money to get a fucking portable stove and whatnot. Like, that's... No. Oh, man, but that would be awesome. That would indeed be awesome at some point, to do a cooking stream or a baking stream. That would be lovely. Maybe, actually. My granddad recently discovered that apparently, like, right above my my room, right above where I'm sitting right now, there's like a what do you call it? A luke? Like, not a luke. Like a thingy. A thingy on the roof that you can push back, and there's you know, like the attic. That apparently, according to my granddad, when he was up there a couple of days ago, has a lot of space that I could technically make use of. I don't know. He's been suggesting it, and like, honestly, that would be kind of awesome. My room is already pretty damn big, but like to have like a little, you know, a little more like the attic space for, I don't know, just stuff. That would be kind of awesome. Considerations. I find it hard to go to college, even as an adult at 8. Understandable. And welcome in, Zen. Doctors recommend 8 hours of sleep. Also, school being at 8 a.m. Where were the thoughts? Non-existent. There were no thoughts. Generally, like, people say that, like this whole idea of, like, I mean, getting 8 hours of sleep, you know, that's nothing wrong with that. But like the idea that it's like healthiest or whatever to get up early in the morning, or you know, like to only sleep at night and get up early in the morning, is not even necessarily true. Like, the main reason that is the case is because society has just adapted to the point where, like, you're like, if you sleep in or you're very active at night, you just don't really have, like, you don't really get anything out of it, you know? Or you are usually at a disadvantage. That is mainly the reason why people suggest, like, why it's suggested to, you know, sleep around those times, to like get up at 8 at the latest, maybe 9 if you're lucky, and you know, go to sleep at, I don't fucking know, 10 or whatever. Like in reality, that's not really like, it's not really about sleeping at night. It's just about sleeping enough and having like a consistent schedule. Like, it doesn't mean you're any less healthy if your sleep schedule is different. It's just not as convenient because everything revolves around that go to bed at 10 and wake up at 7 or something routine. Mania, welcome in! Sup guys, I spend most of my time reading manga. The place has never been this quiet. What manga you reading? There isn't any Thanksgiving here, but I baked a pumpkin pie anyway. Nice. Driving to California today for Thanksgiving with my dad? Hell yeah! Hell yeah, hope you enjoy your time. There's a higher chance of me winning the lottery than going to sleep at 10 p.m. Yeah. Like, my goal is to be in bed at 3 and to be asleep at 3. That is my goal. And that is already a high hurdle for me. Like, yeah. Like, my goal is to be asleep at 10, asleep at like 3 and awake at 12. Because apparently my body just needs like 9 hours. There's something funky in my brain that's like, if you sleep any less than like 9 hours at least, you are fucked, just like this fly is going to be if it doesn't leave me the hell alone. Like, it's the worst. It's the worst. Like, apparently I just need a lot of sleep. And even if I do get enough, even if I do get enough sleep, or, you know, even if I do get like consistent 9 hours, I'm still fucking tired as hell. I hate it. Hate sleep. Well, no. I don't hate sleep. I hate the idea of having to go to sleep and that costing me like a third of my day. Over a third of my day. Dandan and Sakamoto Days. Feel like the upcoming Sakamoto Days anime is gonna be great. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Speaking of which, there should be a new Windbreaker chapter. Hold on, let me check Reddit. Hold on, there should be a new Windbreaker chapter, right? There is. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a fucking blast. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna have to read the new chapter after stream. Ooh, I'm excited. I just saw something on Reddit where they post like translations of the new chapters. Honestly, Windbreaker subreddit, the most tame and peaceful and wholesome Reddit I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, it seems that the Windbreaker manga is apparently very soon going to give one of my favorite characters a bit more screen time, which I love. What genre is Windbreaker? Windbreaker is it's not even all that much fighting, really. It's basic, like the fighting is a part of it, but it's not the main aspect. Windbreaker is basically mentally ill and traumatized teenagers getting unconventional therapy. I'll say it like this. As a psychology major who in the future wants to work with kids and like teens and stuff, Windbreaker is beautiful. It is wonderful. It's a very like there's fighting, but it's the fighting has like, how do I say it? Like the fighting has a lot of like storytelling, you know? Like it's not fighting just for the sake of action and people going ham. Like there's usually a purpose to the fights, and they're not. For me, Windbreaker is perfect because I am not a big fan of action usually. Action at a certain point just kind of, funnily enough, just gets boring to me. Like, if it gets drawn, like if I don't want to sit there in like with like a 5-minute fight, just see people throw punches. Like that's not that's not fun to me. So Windbreaker for me is good because like it's not overly like supernatural. It is realistic to a good extent. But it's also very fast paced. It doesn't drag out. It doesn't drag out. You will have to get used to, if you decide to watch it or read it, that like the fights aren't just two people going at each other, one wins, one loses, and that's done. No, there's like usually they incorporate lots of like you know, like inner monologue, some flashbacks, usually newer, like not like repetitive flashbacks, but you know, like backstory into the fights to, you know, make them more meaningful. Oh yeah, like Windbreaker is huge on the characters and character development, and just making you get attached to all the characters in it. Like they're doing like that's honestly, despite it looking like a very action-packed and fight-focused series, the main appeal of Windbreaker is the characters. And seeing them grow, seeing them, you know, struggle and overcome these struggles. It's a lot of like there's a lot of like psychological stuff. I just like Dragon Ball. Yeah, it is nothing like Dragon Ball. It's amazing. I highly suggest either watching the anime, which covers up until chapter like 50-ish. Pretty sure. Like the first 13 episodes of the first season cover until like the first 50-ish chapters, and from then on you can just keep reading. Because in my opinion, it like the anime is amazing. Does the manga pretty well, I think too. Like it adapts it pretty well. With only like minor changes that might have just been made in hindsight. But that still fit into the story. But yeah, it's amazing. It is amazing. Truly amazing. I would love to talk about Windbreaker more, honestly. I love... Windbreaker is genuinely one of my current favorite series. It's so good. It is so good. They also have a fucking banger cast. Like, in terms of, like, voice actors, they have characters like Uchiyama Koki, like, the example that springs to mind is Tsuki from Haikyuu. Shigaraki from MHA. They have fucking Nakamura Yuichi, who is Kuro in Haikyuu, Gojo, JJK, and, you know, those kinds of characters. They have Uchida Yuma, which, I can't think of any, like, more popular examples. I guess Ash from Banana Fish would be one, but also pretty popular guy. And just lots of really like famous voice actors, and also ones that you might have not have heard, like that I personally haven't heard a lot, but that are really good. Umehara's in it too, who most popular example probably Alhaitham from Genshin. Just lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Windbreaker is freaking amazing. It is very much amazing. The only downside is that, unfortunately, it happens to share a name with I think it's a Korean manhwa. So if you want to look up like where to read Windbreaker, you're gonna have to look for a bit. Because chances are, if you look for like the Windbreaker manga online, the first thing you're gonna see is the Korean one. So yeah. Maybe I'll go read it sometime. I've been searching for a good manga. Every single one I've read have been really, really good. It's like a win streak. Hell yeah, I'd really suggest it. Although I will say, I would actually suggest, if you want to give Windbreaker a shot, at least as far as the anime is out right now, watch the anime simply because I think personally that the anime does a better job of introducing some characters than the manga did. The anime added for 2 characters in particular. The anime added some more backstory that the manga didn't have, but that really helps you, you know, that to like flesh them out more. So I would suggest watching the 13 episodes, or at least 10-ish episodes of the anime that are out right now, and from then on keep going with the manga, because I feel like from that point on they do a very good job at introducing characters and fleshing them out and stuff. But yeah. So I was just like watch the anime and then go on reading with the then go on read the manga from like chapter 50-ish onwards, or a little earlier if you wanna get into it earlier, like episode 10 onward or something. But yeah, highly recommend it. Yep. The anime made some like number one, the anime added some backstory to 2 characters to flesh them out a lot more and make their actions and thought process a lot more understandable. And there are also some minor details that were added in the anime, which at first glance don't really seem too important, but honestly, I at this point I actually kind of trust the author to know what he's doing. So it might just be that like those minor changes were due to him like settling on certain story points later on, so they fixed them in the anime so there were no inconsistencies. Which I think is really great. But yeah, Windbreaker, I'm a broken record, awesome series. Just like keep in mind that it's a more it's more story and character focused. If you're just there for the fights, chances are you might not like it, because that's not the main appeal, or that's not the main point of what the anime is about. It's not just like simple brain dead fighting anime or series. Like there's a lot of substance to it. I've seen people say that like they don't like it because it's like a little too like cliche or corny or whatever, which, I mean, they're fucking teenagers. Of course it's gonna be corny. It's realistic. So you know what? I say fuck it, because teenagers are corny. Teenagers are realistic and cringe at times, and their worries can seem very irrational on the outside, but to them it's a much bigger deal. So personally, if you keep that in mind, how teens are, like it makes a lot more sense. We've only watched the entirety of Dragon Ball, JoJo's, Demon Slayer, and Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Yeah, that's all like Windbreaker is not like any of... If I had to compare Windbreaker to any other, at least semi-popular series, I would say maybe Haikyuu, but even Haikyuu has a bigger focus on, you know, the actual sport. But in terms of fleshing out their characters and, you know, incorporating their storytelling and character development into the sport, I would say Haikyuu and Windbreaker do have sort of like similar vibes. So yeah, only that Windbreaker has a lot less characters, or at least Windbreaker takes its time fleshing out characters more. I'll say it like that. I watch a lot of shonen anime simply because of action scenes, but when the characters and story starts getting good, I'm staying to the end of it. Same experience I had with Dandadan and Mob Psycho as well. Which is fair. I don't know, for me, which, you know, as you may be able to tell, because that's literally all I do on this channel, is, for me, what matters is the characters. I'm a very character-focused person. If I like the characters of a story, I don't really care what the plot is, or, I mean, I care, but, like, I'm open to whatever it is. As long as the characters are likable and fleshed out. You know, as long as they have some substance that I can get into and I can take apart, I can shake up. So yeah, like I'm a very, like, for me the characters in any series take priority. If I like the characters, chances are I'm gonna like the rest of the show. If I don't like the characters, chances are I'm not gonna have a good time. Hence why I like there's certain animes I've watched that I just could not. I didn't really want to finish just because I wasn't too attached to the characters. Like Death Note, I cannot fucking stand Light, so I never finished Death Note. I watched Death Note until like episode 10 maybe, and then I just stopped because I had no interest anymore because I just do not like Light. Attack on Titan as well. Like there are certain characters that I really like, but the attachment as well wasn't really there. And also I'm just not a fan of like Attack on Titan's atmosphere, so that's another thing I guess. Like I need my balance. But yeah. Ah, God. My water is cold. Yakuza is a crime drama, soap opera, and fighting all sharing a third. It's beautiful. I mean, if Yakuza focuses a lot on the characters, then I think that's literally all I need. Like, I don't really need a hyper like complex plot or anything, or you know, something with like layers upon layers of intrigue. I just want the characters to have good personalities, or you know, like well-written personalities, or at least with a lot of potential, like good dynamics, some character development, and that's at least like 70% of what matters to me. And you know, and I like my balance. I like my healthy balance of lightheartedness, comedy, maybe a little slice of life, and some drama, some angst. So yeah, that's kind of like my preferences with any fictional story. Hence why I love Ace Attorney, because it's very character focused, and it has a little bit of everything. Yakuza Kiwami did a good job at remaking the PS2 original. It added a lot of cutscenes to flesh out the story more. Oh hell yeah, that's amazing. The first Yakuza Kiwami playthrough was about 28 hours. Now I replayed the game and skipped every cutscene and talking scene. Now I've beaten the game in 5 hours. Damn, honestly? That... promising. And yeah, if it takes about 30 hours, I mean, since I'll be streaming it at some point, that would be like adding like 10 to 20 hours at least onto it, I suppose. But whoops. Hell yeah. Lucas, welcome in. Dandadan good. Sentence of a Book Warp. I've heard about that one, but I haven't watched it yet. I've heard good things though. Reven good. The Apothecary Diaries. Apothecary Diaries I also love. I also really love. I cannot wait for season 2 at some point. Oh. My taste is all over the place. I mean, that's fair. Like, my taste when it comes to anime is like, I guess the thread of you know, good characters equals me like kind of carries through. Like Fairy Tail, one of my all-time favorites, Black Clover, Windbreaker, Haikyuu, Assassination Classroom. there's so many more that I love. I love Nanbaka. Durarara, definitely. Although Durarara is kind of like, it's a little different. It doesn't it's. I don't know. Durarara is a little different, but yeah, Genshin HSR as well. Like, good characters. I'm sold. That's all I need. Pretty much. Persona 2, Ace Attorney. Yeah. Ah, God. Oh. Roach? Roach? Okay. Now, I think... Whoops. Let me... Okay. Ugh. I did not watch Elusive Samurai. Isn't Elusive Samurai like the really... Like, I've heard it's really good, but isn't it also like really gory? Like, I'm not a fan of gore. And, you know, like, brutality and all that kind of stuff. And I've seen some scenes of it, which are like, they're well animated, but they're not, I don't like violence, so, you know, that's the one thing that kind of puts a damper on a lot of stuff that I watch. Like, if there's too much, like, if there's too much gore, it's not my thing, not my thing. I don't mind some blood, I do mind much beyond that. If you like anime not just for the main plot, just the characters and their chemistry towards each other, then you might actually like Dandadan. Once you get past episode 1, things get really better. Yeah? I don't know, at least from what I've seen, Dandadan seems a little too out there to me. I don't know. At least from what I've seen so far, Dandadan seems to... I've heard that it's very good, but it also seems to have a lot of, like... You know, like a lot of supernatural stuff, which... I don't usually mind. Like, it depends on, like, how weird it gets. You know? On how supernatural it gets. I don't mind fantasy elements, but it depends. It depends. Maybe I'll watch it one day. Maybe I'll watch it once the hype dies down, as I often tend to do with with lots of series that used to be popular and I just watched them like 5 years later. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Yakuza has a great story and characters. Yakuza 0 has my favorite fictional story, and Kiwami is the only piece of media to have made me cry. Interesting. Look who's the broken record now. Hey, listen, all that means is that you really love the thing you're talking about, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. Like the main reason I keep repeating myself is just because, like, I want to talk about my favorite series a lot, and can't really do that. Holy shit, PSM 50! That's 50 euros! What the hell, you mad lad? What are you doing? You sure you didn't type 10 too many there? Ah! I appreciate that. Thank you. But like, actually, are you sure you didn't want to type 5 and you just added 10 too many there? Just check it. Just checking. I mean, sucks to suck if that's the case, but if not, ah! But thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Hell yeah! Ah. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Something, talking about series you love. Something. Ah! What was I saying? Fuck! Something, like... Me repeating myself a lot just means that I enjoy talking about it just means that I enjoy talking about these shows, and usually it also means that I just want to talk about it without potentially spoiling it to anyone who hasn't watched it yet or hasn't consumed it. So that also plays a part, you know? Like, you can talk more in depth about people who actually know what you're talking about, so... Bro is rich is genuinely, like, that's 50 whole bucks! Damn! But I appreciate that a lot. Drago, welcome in! I hope you're doing well today. Also, let me, I need to get the Ko-fi bot working for YouTube as well. I mean, the link is in the description, but it's... Oh, never mind. It actually does show up. Okay, never mind. I thought it didn't because I feel like it didn't work at one point, but it does indeed work. I think the hourly, like, plug doesn't work, but that's totally fine. Anyway, let me close that. Let me close this. And... okay. I'm gonna take one final sip of water, and I think we can now get on with the actual game after almost an hour. But it's fine. Honestly, I think I needed that, this, like, a little bit of chatting at first because, I don't know, like, I took Monday off from streaming because I was just not feeling it at all. I don't know what exactly it was. I feel like, and this sounds bad, listen, I love Phoenix, but I feel like I'm always a little less motivated to get into the game when, knowing that we're playing as Phoenix, I've just been so, like, I'm just so Apollo-pilled that, when Apollo just isn't there, I'm like, oh, man. But I know that once I actually get into the game, I'm having a good time anyway. But yeah, like Monday it just didn't work at all. And even today I was a little like feeling a little low, but you know, getting a bit of chatting in, talking to you guys helps. And now I am mostly back. Hell yeah. Yeah, the game's just a bonus at this point. Okay. So we stopped last time at kind of an awkward spot, I'm aware. We stopped like in the middle of Rayfa's seance about Mourinho. We saw what the good old high priest saw in his last moments before he died, and I was struggling to fucking figure out where, like, what the mistake, like, what to point out here, what the inconsistency was. I was struggling. So I looked it up, and it turns out that I'm a little stupid. I was being a little stupid, and I wasted like 4 lives, I think. So, what we need to do here is, let's go through all of this again. So, Riva says the victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra. Got it. As the first part, the transformation rite ended, he lowered the sutra. Suddenly, he rushed the accused and tried to fight her off by the spring side lantern. It was then that the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his life's blood spilled over, his vision dimmed till finally he passed from our world. Okay, so... And the hint that we got here was that we should point, like, it had something to do with his vision. Something that he saw or didn't see that he should have seen, or the other way around. And I was struggling to fucking figure out what it was. It turns out that I was on the right statement, which is that he rushed towards Maya and tried to fight her off by the spring, or you know, the lantern by the spring, which means that he rushed into the water. Like, at least he was in the water, and Maya was also in the water. And that is where the issue lies. I'm not sure what I have to point at there. I'm not sure which part I have to point at. But basically the issue was that Maya, in his vision, is not standing in the water or by the spring. That is the problem. So that's what we're gonna have to point out. I want Apollo in Marvel vs. Capcom 5 or something. Honestly, hell yeah. Ciel, welcome in! Hello everybody, my name is... Hope you're doing well today. Okay. Okay, so let's watch this whole thing again. Let's watch this again. Okay. So, we got the lanterns. You're having chai, nice. How are you? Tired, but otherwise doing fine. Doing fine. Okay. Standing by the lanterns. Sutra. Then boom. Incense belts, yada yada yada, pain. And then he dies. Okay. So. I'm not sure. Whoops. Like, do we just point at Maya? Select. Do we just point at Maya? Let me, like, it just says sight all around. Like, I don't think there's gonna be a special marker for it. So I guess we're just gonna... Yeah, no, that's not it. That's not it. Okay. Maybe there's gonna be like a special indicator of like... Okay, yeah, we got through that. We got through that. Yep. Every time I hear Markiplier, I always think of that one clip where he jump punches the camera. I know exactly which one you mean. Okay, in that case, maybe it's... when the water appears? Incense belts, water. So maybe here? Isn't this statement inconsistent with the vision? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look this up again, but like... God, okay. Footsteps are strange because they don't get louder. We got that part. Present the sound of the water on the 5th panel at the new statement. He rushed the accused and tried to fight her out by the broken lantern. Assert that Maya was sent... Oh, wait. Oh, wait! I was just not at the right spot. Okay. Present the side of the lantern at the 4th panel at the new statement. Oh, lantern 4th panel. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. I'm not gonna use the walkthrough for everything, just for this part because I'm really fucking stupid. Okay, 4th thing. I don't need to consult. I know what I'm doing now, kind of, sort of. Okay, present the side of the lantern at the 4th panel at the new statement. He rushed the accused to find out straight lantern. Okay. So it's the lantern? Okay, elaborate. Apparently I found a new contradiction. I'm gonna need you to explain this to me, buddy, because help. You did? Huh. No doubt it is but another one of your vile attempts to slander my insights. Nope. Take a good look at what the victim saw. It just might change your mind. The lantern flame behind the accused was flickering. Yes? There is nothing unusual about that. Especially as the wind had stirred. No, that's where you're wrong. Wait, was one of them off? If the accused had been standing in the spring, or like, could you not have seen it or something? Then what you see here should be one of the lanterns What you see here should be one of the lanterns flanking the statue. What does flanking mean again? What does flanking mean again? Flanking. To be on each or one side of... Oh, we should have seen the statue, I think is what he's... Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, that fucking sucks. This part fucking sucks. Like, like, if you want to point out that the statue isn't there, there's there's better ways. There is better ways. If anything, we should have been pointing, like, into the void behind the Lady Kira or something. Not at the fucking lantern. What the hell? Yeah, no, that's bullshit. Steam Black Friday sale starts in 2 hours, and I hope that the Ace Attorney Investigations collection is on sale. True, right, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, I kind of call bullshit on that one. But sure, whatever. I fail to see your point. My point is, something is wrong here. The two lanterns flanking the statue were both outfitted with glass wind guard. Oh, never mind. It wasn't even about the statue. It was about the fact that they were flickering at all. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I can't look at it anymore. Okay, this whole thing... Weird. She seems pretty tickled, Nick. I don't remember saying anything funny. I fail to see what you wish to prove here, but very well. I shall refine the vision and reveal the truth for all to see. Okay. Oh, bless me, Tama, I beseech you. Fix your sight upon the lantern there. Okay. Huh? That lantern doesn't have a wind guard on it. And rightly so. For the wind guard was removed to reveal the sacred flame within for the rite of fire. Therefore, there is nothing odd about the flame flickering. Say what? But when we searched the crime scene, those lanterns had their wind guards on. They probably... Yep. That's because the police put them back on. Hello, Naivita. Missed ya. Missed you, buddy. The sacred flames have burned uninterrupted for thousands of years, Defense. We could not risk them being extinguished, even during an investigation. That would never fly back home. Well, Barbed Head, are you done quibbling? If so, then it is time to bow down before this testimony of the Mitama. Nick. Don't worry, Maya. I'm just getting started. Alright, let's go over everything we know so far. Oh, God. Is the new sprite art and AI also made by Arxis? I have no idea, actually. I don't even know who... I can't place that name. Maya was wearing Lady Kira's robes and standing in the spring. Yep. The High Priest is thought to have been moving toward her. So I should look for sensations that stand in contradiction to this arrangement. Oh my dear God. I won't give up. I'm going to find a contradiction that will undermine the accusation against Maya. We get nothing new? Nothing? Okay, let's check this. I feel like there was something that I pointed out with this insight a while ago that I feel like there was something that I pointed out, but I can't remember what it was right now. Let me save that. I mean, actually, let me save again, just in case. I would assume it's still this statement. No. You rushed the accused and tried to fight her off by the springside lantern. Whoops. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait. Hold, wait. That lantern is not flickering. Those lanterns are not flickering. It's only one. It's only that one lantern there. Aren't they supposed to all be without the wind guards? Yeah, this one's... So maybe I'm just gonna go for it. Nope. Arc System Works, studio who made Guilty Gear and most fighting games with an anime art style. Apparently they also worked on the original AI for the pixel art. Oh, interesting. Wait a minute. Do we have a photo of... Wait. Do we have another photo of the... Wait, broken lantern. Okay, broken lantern. I feel like it still is the lantern. Hold on, I feel like it still is the lantern. Is this the broken lantern? Oh my god, thank fuck! Okay. I have no idea, Phoenix. That lantern clearly contradicts the insight. But this contradiction will overturn the entire case I've been building. Are you alright, Mr. Wright? One minute you shout out, and then the next you fall silent. Perhaps it is like the bellow of one who is barreling down a hill with no way of stopping. Is that not right, Prosecutor Sadmati? Nope, Nayuta's, not speaking. Don't get cold feet now, Phoenix. Even if this overturns the entire case you've built so far, the only way is to keep moving forward, because that's where we'll find the truth. Sorry, but I'm not barreling down a hill. In fact, I'm in full control of everything with the indisputable contradiction I found. Okay, buddy, don't sell yourself too big. Is that so? The lantern behind the accused clearly, no, blatantly contradicts your insight. Does it now? One of the lanterns on the entrance side of the inner sanctum was broken. And if you watch what I've already bought, Inmi saw in his final moments, he saw the broken lantern. You will notice that the lantern behind the praying form of Miss Faye is broken. The lantern behind Lady Kira, however, is still intact. Okay, we're back on track. In short, we are seeing two different lanterns in this seance vision. How could this be? And even if it were so, how would that contradict my insights? No, Phoenix. Okay, he still got it. Let me start by saying the claim I'm about to raise will overturn the case I've built thus far. Will the defense please explain himself? Based on the broken lantern, we can tell Maya and about Imi's position. I don't think the wrong one has any funny options here, so I'm just gonna. Where the accused and the victim were standing. But did you not just finish asserting that the accused was standing somewhere else? Yeah, I did. And I built my argument on that faulty premise. But thankfully, it has led us here. To the actual spot where Maya Faye was standing. I must say, if the defense keeps changing its assertions in such a capricious manner, its credibility may come into question. Oh, come on now. I'm willing to take that risk, Your Majesty, because I believe this will be the last time. I'd like to start by pointing out the actual spot where the accused was standing. Very well, show us where you now believe the accused was actually standing. Based on the location of the broken lantern, where was Maya really standing? She was still here. She was still over here. I wasn't thinking straight before. Are you ever? But now it's all falling into place. We know the victim had stepped into the spring. That means Maya Faye had to have been standing in the water as he approached. However, his memory, which has only now become clear, reveals that Miss Faye was standing by the side of the broken lantern. In other words, she was standing where she was supposed to be, according to custom. Does that not bring us back to the very beginning? No. This is where things take a different turn. And I mean that literally. The victim had to have been moving toward the spring. That means that while he was moving, he had his back turned toward the accused. What's this? Do you mean to say the victim turned around during the rite? But such an image appears nowhere in the seance vision. Actually, it does appear. It's just that no one noticed until now. No one noticed? How could no one have noticed something so big? Yep, it was while his vision was covered. There was a moment when the scripture the victim was holding was all we could see. And that was when he turned around. Is it just me, or does no one know Avenged Sevenfold anymore? Well, count me to those nobodies, because I don't know it. Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold. Oh, it's a band. I don't know. Maybe I know a song. Maybe I know a song of them. A metal band. Maybe I know them. Formed in 1999, bands from America and stuff. I feel like I'd have to hear a song of them. Hail the King, Shepherd of Fire, didn't they ring any bells? Maybe not the names, but I might have heard the song. Let's see. Little Piece of Heaven, So Far Away, Seize the Day, Nightmare, Dear God. I might know. I don't know. I'll have to give them a listen later, or maybe during the break. Maybe I'll listen to a couple of songs of them and see if I know them. I read that, yep. Whoops. I made chat disappear, I just realized, apparently. Thanks to that, none of us could tell that he was in fact turning around in that moment. Hail to the King is their most recognized one? I'll give it a listen later. If it is as the defense asserts, then her benevolence's insights no longer make sense. How do you intend to explain that? Well, they still make sense. I don't need to explain anything, because it's just as you said, Prosecutor Sadmani. Her benevolence's insights don't make any sense because they contain a huge error. I mean, I guess the insights could still make sense, just the interpretation doesn't. Such insolence! Oh, damn! A huge error, you say? Do explain. Yeah, it's the fact that the sutra reading covered up the whole screen. And I am still standing by the fact that he impaled himself on the statue. And maybe he knew that that Rafa was gonna use her insight, so he purposely made it so that we couldn't see anything but the sutra for a while. I don't know, maybe that's a bit far, but like I guess like if they know, you know, how this court works, that would make sense? Question mark? I don't know. The huge error is the order of the rights, the crime scene, the number of not the order. Not the crime. The order of people? Let me save and see if there's anything funny here. Let me see if there's anything funny here. Crime scene! The crime is wrong. In a sanctum. Could be another place that looks just like it. No, there can't. Okay. Why, hello there! Do you want me to call you by your Twitch name, or I'm fine with either. Just before I say it, you want me to use your Twitch name, or no, or you know, your actual name, whichever you prefer. But hi. Okay, let's load. I don't mind, in which case, hello, Rebecca! Hi! How you doing? It's been a while. It's been a while. What do we say? This was false, so this is the second wrong one. Do we get funny dialogue? There's only one way to tell, so let's ask for confirmation from someone who was actually there. Well, Maya? Anything funny? Nothing funny. Nothing too funny. But what I'm wondering is, what does the Order of the Riots have to do with this case in the first place? Truth be told, I hadn't considered that yet. God, you're a fucking disaster. Okay. No, we know we don't want to save over our failure. They make sense when you consider the samurai spear. Wave Master, welcome in. Finally caught a stream? Hell yeah! Have you played Ace Attorney? I forgot. Have you played Ace Attorney? And if yes, did you play all of the games or no? Yeah, number of people there. I believe this is what happened at the scene of the crime. The victim was reading a sutra when suddenly he sensed someone behind him. He immediately looked back to see someone dressed as Lady Kira standing there. Wishing to see who it was, he approached the robed figure. Wham! That's when he was stabbed. This cannot be. Oh, but it can, and it is. Get her, Phoenix! The insight stating the accused stabbed the victim is wrong. You played the first two, and you have? The first two. Well, in that case, just a heads up that this is game 6. Yeah, that this is the sixth game of the main ones. So, in case you don't want to get spoiled, just a heads up. Just a heads up. But also, highly suggest continuing because it's Ace Attorney fucking rules. I read that. It only had 2D sprites, so seeing them move is much more fun. Definitely. Yeah, it's 3D from game 5 onwards. Game 4 is still 2D. 5 and 6 are 3D. They're very funny. I may not play the Ace Attorney games, but I've seen a crossover video of Ace Attorney with My Little Pony. I've heard of that. I've never watched it, but I have heard of it. Random question: what anime have you guys been hearing about, but you'll never watch it because of reasons? Yeah, good question. Thank you for following, Rebecca! Anime I've heard about. This silence is very, well... Actually, wait, let me maybe I'll think about that, and I'll give my answer once we have music back on. And that is the real truth lying behind this testimony of the dead. God. I to this day I still love the fucking random ass wind, like wind gusts that just shoot up whenever you present something correctly. Are you suggesting that there was someone else at the scene of the crime? Have I misunderstood the voice of the Mitama yet again? Look at her, she's so sad. She's a sad puppy. And she passes out. Girl, you need to work on your ability to take criticism or just accept failure. Whew, that was a close one. But I managed to divine the true meaning behind the seance vision somehow. I should add these new facts to the court record. Okay. Your Benevolence, please allow me to take it from here. I will overturn the brash accusations of this faithless, putrid-minded lawyer. Yes, I shall place my trust in you. And there she fades out. Poor girl. The power of anime, indeed. Okay, back to the music. Okay. Anime I've heard about, but I'll never watch because of, you know, any reasons. Probably... Honestly, maybe JJK and Demon Slayer. Just because, like, I feel like I know all the major plot points at this point. I know which characters die or maybe die and come back to life or whatever the fuck. Like... I don't know. I've heard a lot about JJK, never watched it. I don't think I will, because genuinely, my interest to watch JJK is like very minimal, but nowhere near enough for me to actually sit down and watch it, especially if I already know this character's gonna die or this character's gonna die, but apparently not, and then die again, maybe, and whatnot. JoJo's as well. Well, no, I did start JoJo's. It's just not for me. It's just too extra for me personally. It's just too, like, it's too dramatic for me personally. Yeah, Demon Slayer, I guess, too, because, from what I've heard, the best thing about Demon Slayer is more so the animation than the actual plot, or I guess the characters are fine, but I don't know. Besides that... I don't know, usually, like, most anime that I don't watch, I've at least given them a shot. Like, I've tried Death Note, don't like it. I've tried AOT, not my thing. Tried JoJo, not my cup of tea. So, yeah. There was someone else! The Jammin' Ninja! He returns! Do you think Ace Attorney anime season 3 should happen? Absolutely, yes it should! You will see me in the news if we ever get Clavier Gavin animated for more than 5 seconds. I will be in the news. I need it. I need a fucking Apollo Justice anime. Anything that can give me more Apollo and more Clavier, I will happily take. Whenever I see JJK edits on TikTok and it showcases a character, I'm always like, I know, I know you're dead. Yeah. Can't wait for the Hobo Feeny arc. Yeah, that they definitely have, like, honestly, an Apollo Justice anime would fucking rule. They ideally have to work on, like, the pacing of some cases, but besides that, I usually don't get spoiled on things since the only social media I use is YouTube, then Discord to talk with friends, and Reddit only for Yakuza memes. That's fair. I mostly use Blue Sky, occasionally Twitter, but I'm not very active on there anymore because Twitter fucking sucks. So yeah, it's Blue Sky, Discord, Twitch, and YouTube, and that's pretty much all I'm on as well. And Reddit, literally only for the Windbreaker manga. Like, that's like the Windbreaker subreddit is the only one I use because it's very nice, and I get my new manga chapters from there. So, yeah. Okay. Are you sure about this, Prosecutor Sadmati? My work as an international prosecutor has taken me to courtrooms around the world. And in that time, I have learned to perform last rites for souls in trials lacking a seance. Yes, of course. Forgive my ludicrous inquiry. Inquiry. Moreover, I have with me a forensic investigator from overseas, Emma! I will show you all the most magnificent last rites ever seen. I guess he really does think highly of Emma and her forensic expertise. Oh, Rebecca, you watch Windbreaker? Hell fucking yeah! Need to read the manga? The manga is so good. It's so good. It only gets better. I checked earlier, because a new chapter released, like, I think it released yesterday, actually. I think they release every Tuesday, and apparently they're giving us more Sugishita time, which I'm gonna be looking forward to, because Sugishita is one of my probably one of my top 3. Honestly, I love him. He's a silly little guy. I use Facebook because of Philippine social media, and it freaking sucks. Too many Dan manga spoilers on my feed. Oh, that sucks. Can't wait to break some wind after stream. Hell yeah, break that wind. Nova, welcome in. How you doing? Speaking of foreign lands, what's crack-a-lackin', homies? Forever, it has to be like one of my top 5 moments of at least this game. Maybe top 3, I don't know, but it's so fucking funny. Okay. I'm impressed that he's come to understand their value. Then again, he is an international prosecutor who solved tough cases around the world. Time to hunker down, huh? Now then, let us continue with today's proceedings. Could the defense please tell us who the third party dressed as Lady Kira was? Your new claim has negated the sights of the royal priestess, so I trust you have some evidence to support it, correct? Yeah! Yeah! Sure! I'm good. I am now out of air laughing. What's crack-a-lackin' is this goddamn spicy beef. It's so good after a gym session. God, I would love some meat right now. I'm hungry. Kind of. But I don't know what to make for dinner. I told my granddad that I'll be making dinner for myself today, but I don't know what. I don't know what I'm gonna be making. Maybe I'll just make soup. When in doubt, soup. Windbreaker fans, when the characters finally break the wind. I don't know, never watched the show. Man, I love when fucking Sakura became the windbreaker and broke all of broke all over the place. And broke wind all over the place. Yeah, fucking I think it's clipped on my Twitch as well. Nayuta was the one who said who said, and I quote, "What's crack-a-lackin', homie?" There's a clip on Twitch that you can watch. It's God. It was so fucking funny. It was amazing. Oh, wait a minute, Joshua. I didn't see. For my season 3 of the Ace Attorney anime, I started with Rise from the Ashes, and then the rest would be an adaptation to Miles Edgeworth Investigations. That is a fair point. That is a fair point. It would also be good to get a mild-focused anime. That is a good point. I feel like they could do either or, maybe both. Yeah, no, that is a fair point. Maybe they should do. I mean, it makes sense for them to. It would make sense for them to adapt the AI games first, but you know. But yeah, no, that's a fair point. And he broke over the place. He exploded into a million pieces. Wait a minute, what? Wait, Nova, what do you mean for those interested? Did you accept? It doesn't show whatever other message you sent. Yeah, it doesn't show. If you were trying to send a link, then that might be the issue. Yeah, I don't think you can send links. Yeah, I think I think you cannot send links. I'll have to. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I think, like, just to be safe, you cannot send any links, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just on. It should be like on the Twitch. Like, if you go on my Twitch, like the first or second clip that's like showed, or that shows. But yeah, I love it when JoJo's adventure goes bizarre. Personally, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of I don't know. For me personally, JoJo's adventure is a little bit too bizarre, but hey, to each their own. You tried. You tried. You tried. A for effort. Okay, what do we say? Whoops. I trust you have some evidence to support it. Of course, yeah. This third party must have really wanted to kill the High Priest. I might be able to identify who it was if I have evidence of their murderous intent. Well, we're waiting, Mr. Wright. The evidence that can reveal the identity of the third party is this. the letter? The threatening letter. Right? Yeah. Never mind! Oh, wait. Oh, fuck off. Whoops. Well. Can I at least retry from the scene? Can I at least retry from the scene? Guilty as fuck! Basically just making jokes from the anime titles. I mean, hey, some of them are very funny. Retry from this scene. Oh yeah, the both Miles Edgeworth Investigations games are on Steam. Yeah, they released the whole collection like last month, I think, maybe? Or September? It might have been September. Well, at least we're back to 5 lives. Okay. So we actually need to point to... wait, giant blood stain makes it possible to read in full. Maybe this, because it was at the scene and... Okay, hold on. Let's actually think about this. The warning... I suppose... Oh, yeah, maybe I need to show the warning. Maybe I need to show the warning? Okay, yeah. Three days before the purification rite, the victim received a warning letter from an unidentified individual. Oh yeah, people were fucking freaking out for a hot minute there. Did you not see the outrage over the officially translated names for the second game? Did you not see Eustace Winner? Most importantly, Eustace fucking Winner. He did? Whoever sent it clearly meant to threaten the High Priest. The letter said, do not perform the rite. But the rite went on as scheduled. I believe that is why the High Priest was murdered. Who do you suppose sent that letter? A person with something to hide. The rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira herself. Dang. Just a winner? I think that the joke is supposed to be like useless winner. You know, Eustace, useless. I still think Sebastian de Best is by far superior. I don't mind Eustace. I think Eustace is good, but winner is just boring. Like they could have been more creative there. Didn't watch everything. I only heard my friends saying that Capcom don't want to perceive the Ace Attorney and Layton collab game. Also true, yeah. In the like the little recap special episode of that pretty much was just like Phoenix and Edgeworth having a jolly old gay time, where they introduced all the mainline games. They fucking included Ghost Trick. In an Ace Attorney special, they included Ghost Trick, but not the Professor Layton collab. Which is honestly kind of hilarious. But also sucks for the people who actually like that game. Do not the right. Do not the right. Still don't get why they named him that. Just because he's the best doesn't mean he's just a winner. Exactly. Like it's a totally different thing. Like, come on. Like, you can call him Eustace. Honestly, I think Eustace kind of fits. I think Eustace sounds just as silly as Sebastian. But at least do something more creative than just winner. At least, like, change the spelling or you know, make it a pun. It's just boring, kind of. Yeah, I know I've seen people have mixed opinions on the Layton game. But yeah, that honestly I feel like that kind of sucked. I guess it's because the Layton game, like, it's only for 3DS right now, so I guess that makes sense, but yeah, that the fact they included Ghost Trick over that is wild. Oh, Joshua, I read what you said earlier. I read and replied to it earlier. I think having a season 3, a journey anime be about the investigations games makes sense. Personally, I want Apollo. But chronologically, it makes sense. They can also just make it like a spin-off, you know? Maybe not a season 3, but just a spin-off. Just like the games, make it a spin-off and continue the actual season 3 of the anime with Apollo Justice. Isn't Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright owned by Level 5, not Capcom themselves? I have no clue. Peace! Hold on. Whoops. Just the judge saying, peace. I know that's their version of order, but it's so funny. I don't understand. I had heard the Lady Kira that has been in the news of late only hunted rebels. If so, why would she have killed the High Priest? Excellent question. Maybe it would help to think of it this way. What if the High Priest had secretly been a rebel? The High Priest? Who could possibly have been a rebel? The High Priest, a devout follower of Koreanism, a rebel. Do you even comprehend the blasphemy of which you speak? Well, do you? I, too, found it hard to believe at first. But as I continued my investigation, it started to become more and more plausible. Nuh-uh, the music ain't stopping. The third party was the rebel-hunting Lady Kira, and the High Priest was a rebel. Your mockery of Koreanism, no, of the kingdom of Korean itself knows no bounds. Whoops. That shameless poor Clinton lawyer! He's making a mockery of our religion! Ooh. As a faithful Koreanist, I take issue with these claims. And I am loath to admit them into today's proceedings. I don't like where this is going. The defense's claim are but vile blasphemy tantamount to spitting on the Holy Mother. Is it really that big of a deal, Maya? But in me was a distinguished monk and very well respected too, so yeah. Please don't let this turn into an international incident. Don't fucking let Miles hear of this. But fear not, good people of Korine. The rantings of this putrid-brained lawyer who seeks to sully the soul of the deceased shall come to no avail once I conclude these last rites. Listen, all I'm saying is that if it's wrong, there should be no problem with looking into it. You know? Exterminate! Annihilate! Phoenix again going around accusing the dead. Hey, I mean at this point you once per game, at least. It's gotta happen. So Dalsim from Street Fighter is a rebel? I don't know, I've never played Street Fighter. The prosecution's assertion that the accused killed the victim remains unchanged. But the victim was stabbed in his abdomen. How is that possible when he had his back turned toward Miss Faye? Someone else must have killed him. Are you sure about that? You may have invalidated the seance, but do not let it go to your putrid head. And what if I do, huh? The karmic flow of this trial is, as yet, still in my hands. How can he be so confident? I don't like Naota laughing. Something has occurred to me, you see. And your allegations of a third party are but a deluded fantasy. And I shall prove that by calling a new witness to the stand. An eyewitness who will deliver a definitive answer that will dispel the defense's doubts. An eyewitness? Very well, let us call this eyewitness to the stand. Maybe the guy? Yeah. It's him again. Dahliaism. In Catholic, there is news about another priest doing questionable things. Nobody cares. I mean, yeah. I mean, these people are highly religious, so, you know, whatever. But, like, you know, like, it wouldn't be the first time that religious people turn out to be pretty huge fucking scumbags. So, the victim is the high priest. The victim is the priest who was performing the rite with allegedly only Maya present, so they think that Maya killed him. Well now, he has to be the shaggiest witness I have ever laid eyes upon. What's Bigfoot doing here? Please state your name and occupation. I forgot what voice I gave you. Oh, you know, that so-and-so, whatchamacallit. Uh-huh. I'm sorry. Anonymous. TBD. Why the TBD? You could have just left it at anonymous. Why the TBD? Yeah, that is ridiculous. Wow. Bro reminds me of Bobby Fulbright. Don't do that to me. No, he doesn't. Shaggy and Karine without Scooby. Say what? Oh dear goodness. TBD? As in, to be determined? Can't you just tell us your real name? To be dead? No! The witness has suffered a blow to the head, rendering him amnesiac. Therefore, I named him an... You gave him that name? Oh my god, you're a fucking idiot, and I love you. I named him Anonymous, TBD, in my report, but he thinks TBD is part of his name. I'm sorry. You're letting an amnesiac testify? Yeah, also that! Have no fear. I have already questioned him at length. Did you now? Oh god. While it is true that he has utterly forgotten his name and past, his memory of what he witnessed is still very much intact. Considering the dearth of information, dearth? That's a word? Any new knowledge may be of help. Therefore, I will permit his testimony. Now, Mr. Emus, please tell us what you saw. Yes? Bam, 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 bam. Should have called him Crack and Lack. Oh, God. Okay, the night of the murder. Okay, we're gonna listen to this testimony after a break, because I realized it's already been almost 2 hours. We might go for another hour, maybe an hour and a half, I don't know. At least get through this testimony. I don't know if we're gonna finish the trial today. We'll have to see. Oh god, but yeah, I will be back in about 10-ish minutes. And in the meantime, we're also gonna run ads on Twitch. So, see ya in about 10 or so minutes. Ma'am. I realized that I forgot to take this off. Technically, there was no dinner break. I did not eat dinner. I wish I had been. But it's fine. It's fine. Either way, we are back. However, you're gonna have to give me a couple more minutes, like a minute or so, to eat my snack. I got a snack, but I, whoops, kicked my trash can and did not manage to eat it yet. So one moment. But yeah, I am here. Just give me a minute. Because I don't want to read with my mouth full. Tommy Cat, thank you for following! Hope you're doing well today! Man, I fucking love... Do they have Duplo in other countries as well? Like, non-European countries? I think I asked that about another... like, thing last week. But do they have Duplo in non... like, outside of Europe as well? If not, they should. Alright, I'm almost done. I'm halfway done. I know Mr. Bigfoot doesn't have eyes, but he's freaking menacing when he's staring at us. Why? He's just, I mean, look at him. He's a guy. he is a guy. Objection! Ah, Jesus Christ, that scared me. Holy shit. Objection! That caught me off guard, Jesus. Okay, almost. I'm just gonna get my final sip of water, and then we're good. Okay. Now, time to listen to this good man's testimony. I don't know if this is... It's probably not the final part of this trial, honestly. I never know with these. But we should be able to get through this as at least. I did not give him a listen. I did not. I will, however, do so after stream. Trying to think of a famous bearded man, but I'm blanking. I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of beard. A famous breaded man. That night I was up on the at the top of Mount Pony Pony, the mountain next to the inner sanctum. The top of Mount... Whoops, that's not... Why is that what it does? Nope, we're not ending yet. No, we're not. Why'd you do that? There we go. Isn't the top of Mountain Pony Pony... That's the Rights Guide, main ninth paper. Isn't that where the prison is, or am I misremembering? Okay, no, no, apparently not. If that's not, is that Mount Pony Pony? That on the left? I don't know. Or is it the thing like all the way on the back? Or the way up? I don't know. It was your heart. It wants to end early to check out Windbreaker. God, don't tempt me. But no, we're going to continue for a little bit more. But you bet, like, the moment this stream ends, I will be checking. I will be reading that chapter. I was up at the top of Mount Pony Pony, the mountain next to the inner sanctum. I have no idea what voice I gave you. I hate crowds, so I climbed up there to pray in peace. I know it's a no-no, but since there was no one around, I used my binoculars to spy on the ride at the inner sanctum. That's when I saw the accused stab the high priest with a dagger. I call bullshit. There's no way you saw Miss Face stab the victim with a dagger. I swear I don't know what he's talking about. Or don't remember at any rate. Mount Pony Pony, the beautiful mountain that is also known as the Little Sanctum. Okay, it is that thing on the... Okay, it is that on the left. But wait a gosh darn minute, isn't that the curtain closed? They must be talking about that smaller mountain from the poster. Mr. Emus, I was wondering. What can I do you for? The inner sanctum lies at a high elevation where clouds and fog can obscure the view. Are you sure you were able to see what happened from the mountaintop next to it? Good point. His Majesty raises an excellent question. Well, Mr. Emus? On the day of the ride, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. I had a perfect view. If you don't believe me, check the weather forecast in the paper that day. Nick, don't we have the newspaper for that day? Yeah, let's take a look. By the way, it was not a typo, though I will admit euros are a bit more expensive than USD. Oh, well, I appreciate it. Even more. Even more. Yeah. Because you're right. You're right. Euros is a bit like it's a little different than USD. True. I appreciate it, PSM. Thank you again. It does say calm, clear skies, doesn't it? Oh. Well. His mouth is big. Well, at least he doesn't have a creepy-ass smile. See? Told you so. Updated in the court record. Okay. Well, it would appear the witness has offered testimony worth hearing. Mr. Emus, I too have a question for you. Didn't he already question the witness? Well, that's what I'm here for, right? Shoot! How was the accused holding the dagger? Was she holding it underhanded, its blade protruding from the bottom of her hand? Yep, I believe she was. It's called a reverse grip. Ah, I thought as much. Hold it right there. What bearing does that have on this case? If, I'm trying to think of that as well. Like you're saying she like went like around, like from the back and then somehow... Like she came from behind? Question mark? Which would be weird. Cease your interruptions, you putrid-headed lawyer. Do you not see the significance in how the blade was held? Why don't you enlighten me, oh enlightened one? I knew you were a fool. I can already picture you in your next life. Next life? Yes, after your soul writhes for centuries in the pits of hell, you shall be reborn as a witless sea urchin, with barbs limited to your posterior. Okay! No! You shall live a short, inconsequential life, only to be brutally devoured by a sea otter. That was a bit excessive. I simply asked what the dagger grip had to do with the case. Now, pay attention. How the accused held the dagger is of vital importance. With such information, we can infer exactly what actions she took. God, you are such an asshole. You're saying that the victim was killed while he had his back to the accused. Okay, so he is gonna say that she reached around. Is that correct? Yes? As such, the accused's dagger grip tells us something very important. The accused approached the victim from behind, swung her arms around him, and plunged the dagger deep into his abdomen using a reverse grip. Doubt. Thus, Mr. Emus's testimony clears up any doubts that might remain. But how would he have seen it in the first Hold on a moment. The entrance was shut during the rite. Let me at him. Your Honor, the magistrate, judge, let me at him. And it concedes with her benevolence's insights as well. This is a disaster. I thought I'd blown those insights out of the water, but now they're back to haunt me. Now then, the defense may cross-examine the witness. Objection! Hello, cat. Okay. Time to press. Are you sure you're not mistaken, Mr. Emus? Was it really Mount Pony that you climbed? Oh, I'm sure of it. It was a really ponyish mountain. What does that even mean? You know, now that I think about it, it was a mighty fine view. I hate crowds, so I climbed up there to pray in peace. I mean, I get the hating crowds part. If you hate crowds, why bother climbing to the top? Couldn't you have just as easily prayed at the bottom of Mount Pony? Wrong, bucko! This is a once-a-year epic event! I wanted to pray as close to the actual thing as possible. If you're so gung-ho about it, why didn't you go pray at the Plaza of Devotion? Like I said, I hate crowds. I wanted to pray in peace. That was objectionable. I'm the other cat dude. Hello, other cat dude. Oh, holy mother, why do I only get the annoying ones? You get the... honestly? I don't know, I was wondering whether Apollo or Phoenix gets the more annoying witnesses. I guess Phoenix... Yeah. I guess... like, most of Apollo's witnesses weren't that annoying, honestly, so yeah. And my burning faith demanded that I climb up the mountain closest to the inner sanctum. Also... I thought about there since there was no one around. Since nobody was around, there is nobody who can corroborate your actions either. Hee-hoing in my Ace Attorney? God, I wish I had some kind of like Jack Frosty thingy set up. Hee-ho in my Ace Attorney? I'm gonna screenshot that. Hee-ho! In that case, Mr. Emus, let me ask you this. Was there a reason you didn't want to be seen? About that, if you get caught climbing the surrounding mountains on the day of the rite, you can get in big trouble. Har har har, har har. That's it. Yep, it's totally embarrassing getting yelled at when you're a grown-up. Har har har, har har. Yeah, you're a real grown-up, alright. And since nobody was around, I lost all inhibition and... That's the statement. That's the one. You had a pair of binoculars with you? That's pretty convenient. You weren't planning to spy on the rite all along, were you? Actually, I just happened to have him for bird watching. Bird watching, huh? I see. You're not going to keep pressing him on this? He's sketchy as heck, but I don't really have anything I can sink my teeth into yet. Oh, okay then. Har! Har, 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 har. I love the great outdoors. That's just the kind of guy I am. A guy called Anonymous. TBD. Okay. He's really starting to get on my nerves. Listen, I love this guy, but just because of one simple reason. Well, I love him. I don't love him yet. As I looked through my binoculars, I couldn't believe what was unfolding before me. Big, huh? As big as your foot? Okay. Did you really see what you say you did? Are you saying I'm lying about this? Well, I'm not. It's etched permanently in this old noggin. But I didn't do what you say I did. I didn't even get a chance to touch the dagger on the day of the rite. What do I know of that? All I know is what I saw. I've never seen you before in my life. What possible reason could I have to lie? I didn't expect there to be any witnesses up there. But I don't remember doing that at all. I know. I have a feeling the witness is lying. There has to be an inconsistency somewhere in his testimony, and I already know where it is. Is it this or this? I feel like it might be this one because he's like, that's when I saw the accused. How did he even see with that much hair? You know what? That's also a great point. Bam! What? What? Yes, it does. Do I have to present? Oh, do I have to present on the on the other statement? They should really be more like, bro. Okay, okay, yeah, sure, yeah. I love him because of that pose. Perhaps he's trying to mimic those Egypt drawings. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna press the fourth. We're gonna the fourth one. Oh, come on. Your Majesty, I had my doubts about this bushy, bearded witness, but now I know we can't trust him. What? You ain't just judging me solely on my bodacious beard, are you? Not at all, Mr. Emus. It's much more than your sketchy appearance. It's your sketchy testimony. His testimony, you say? Yes. Recall how the inner sanctum was that day. Specifically, that it was completely enclosed by the ritual curtain. Why, yes, I believe you're right. The curtain would have completely blocked the witness's view from Mount Pony Pony. Therefore, he couldn't possibly have seen the murder happen. Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha! Anyone who gets that reference, you get a cookie. Mr. Emus, have you been knowingly making false statements to this court? Well, the witness will lower his voice. I didn't actually see the accused herself. He didn't actually see the accused herself. What's that supposed to mean? Let me set the record straight. I beg ya. Oh boy. The night of the murder. Amended. I saw their shadowy silhouettes projected against the wall curtain. How? Literally well, never mind, now I know what you mean. The figures were created by the light of the full moon on that clear and still night. It was just a shadow, but I could tell it was the accused reverse gripping that dagger. Shadows, that's what you saw? That's right. I could see what was going on by the shadows projected onto the ritual curtain. In the future, Mr. Emus, I would rather you offer up accurate testimony from the start. Forgive me, my ma'am, Mr. Magistrate. Chalk up to my fuzzy memory. Though he saw but shadows, it is still a valuable testimony. You have to be kidding me. What are we going to do now, Nick? All I can think of is to look for inconsistencies between the actual right and what Mr. Emus says he saw. Now then, the defense may cross-examine the witness once more. When I was playing this, I used to just call him Imbus because I didn't notice that there's no B, but then again it's short for imbecile. No, he's not an imbecile. Imbecile? Is it imbecile or imbecile? 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 He's not. He's, well, stupid, but... Okay, so there's shadowy... 3 statements. Okay. So what you saw were simply shadows. That's right. Those shadowy figures on that bright white curtain, they showed through plain as day. I could see everything that happened. White curtain? Okay, no, that is white. That is white. But Miss Faye and a bot in me were at the top of a mountain late at night. The only light out there was coming from 4 small lanterns. How could those shadows have been projected that clearly onto the curtain? No wonder people harp on you lawyers, you're always so dang skeptical. The lanterns weren't fully the only sources of light, you know? They weren't? Figure of light of the full moon of that clear... Yeah, no, that's not how it works. I call bullshit on that one. You claim to have seen shadowy figures that were projected onto the ritual curtain. But did you really see them, Mr. Emus? Of course I did. The bright moonlight projected them onto the curtain, clear as day. It was like watching a scene out of the horror movie from my front row seat on Mount Pony Pony. I guess the moon does shine a bit brighter when you're way up there. Maya, do you recall how bright the moon was that night? I remember there weren't any clouds and that the moon was definitely out. But I don't remember if it could cast any shadows. Yeah, for that to be that's not how if the moon was up high, like... No! That's not how it works! Okay, thanks, I guess. We can't deny that the moon was really bright, but I feel like we can deny that it could not have cast shadows. Unless the moon was literally within the curtain. Or, you know, on the side, like, very heavy on the side of the right. I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. Which means it's possible that it was bright enough to cause shadows to appear. I don't think it was! Don't holler at me! I remember it just like it happened. But it was the accused reverse gripping that dagger. Let me press that. Yeah, like the moon has to be ridiculous. 1, it has to be ridiculously bright, and 2, it would literally have to be like right there. It would have to be on the right. It would have to be like right next to the people to cast any shadow. Like because if it's up in the sky, then it's illuminating the whole place. No matter how bright it is, it's lighting up the whole place. Like there's no light difference. There's no light, like the light difference wouldn't be strong enough for there to be any shadows in the first place. Or, I guess, clear shadows. Hang on. How do you know it was Miss Faye if all you saw were shadows? It was that little bun on top of her head. Didn't need to see her face, that distinctive bob's a dead giveaway. Giveaway. Never underestimate my key sense of observation. Har. Now that's one funny haircut. It's not nice to make fun of a girl's hairstyle. It's not nice to make fun of anyone's hairstyle. I like my hair this way. Besides, you'll want to talk, you Sasquatch. Woo! You're not into this wild, manly look I'm sporting? Shows what you know, little girl. She's like 27. Nick, isn't there some kind of a crime you can charge him with? I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. I mean, in this universe. Now he claims he only saw shadows. His testimony has sketchy written all over it. Then there must be an inconsistency in there somewhere. Yep. Was he really watching everything from Mount Pony? If so, then I should see how his testimony lines up with the conditions of the rite. Imagine the moon just works the same way as the sun. There probably wouldn't be a nighttime anymore. I mean, on the one hand, I feel like that would kind of suck. On the other... Yeah, no, I feel like that it just kind of suck. it just suck. Because then I wouldn't be able to fantasize about going on night walks anymore, even though that would literally be walking into my death in today's society. Okay, let's see here. I saw there are shadowy silhouettes projected onto... Okay. So, shadows and conditions of the rite. Rite's guide. Let's... moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pony. It begins with the transformation rite. The high priest reads scripture while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira, which have been purified with incense. Light of water. I feel like this because it actually mentions the moon. When it comes so close to the Yeah, I guess we're gonna present this. Never mind, we're not. No, nothing. That scream just sort of slipped out. Okay, whoops. Okay, let's save here. Night walks are fun, very chill, yet haunting at the same time. Drunk people roaming around. Yeah, and listen, even in the supposedly safest area, I would not feel safe walking around. Unfortunately, which sucks because I would actually love to take walks out at night, but life of a woman. The life of a woman. Not to say that men aren't also exposed to risks, but chances are lower. Chances are definitely lower. Figures were created by the light of the full moon on that clear... Wait, did I just... Wait. Did I just present... Wait. Actually, wait, did I just present the wrong... Wait, did I just present it on the wrong statement, maybe? Oh yeah, for some reason I just had the wrong statements. Whoops. You saw silhouettes projected by the moonlight. I say, nuh-uh. Sorry, but that's just not possible. What do you mean? How's it not possible that it was totally possible? That's impossible! I think I'm going to need a logicalese translation on that. Logicalese. You're so stupid. Let's take a look at this right sky, shall we, Mr. Emus? The right is held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pony Pony. Dot dot dot. Or doot doot doot. So if the moon was shining from the west, any shadows would have been cast eastward. But Mr. Emus was standing to the west of the inner sanctum on Mount Pony Pony. That's right. Our witness here couldn't have seen any shadowy figures on that curtain. Okay, I get it, yeah. No way! Hee hee hee. I myself wouldn't walk at night at all. There's a cemetery waiting outside. I mean, hey, some people like cemeteries. Some don't. I personally don't think I'm a big fan. But yeah, no. If it was safe to walk around at night, I absolutely would, because I think it's just very nice. The night is very nice and very calming. Perhaps it was the sacred flames of the lanterns that cast the shadows he saw. I'm afraid not. I inspected them during my investigation, but the flames were too small to cast the crisp, distinct figures of Mr. Emus claims to have seen. But I did see those silhouettes, really! But how could he, Nick? Maybe he was someplace where they were visible? Wait, don't tell me. Your Majesty! If Mr. Emus really did see those shadows, it brings a brand new fact to light. Yeah, apparently, like they still went with disproving that the moon could have cast shadows, but that was very faulty from the get-go anyway. And that would be... the brand new fact that comes to light if Mr. Emus really did see those shadows is... obviously, he didn't see it. I can't actually prove it, but my lawyer's intuition tells me you didn't see it. Whoop. Okay. He was somewhere else. He wasn't where he claimed to be at the time of the murder. Is he trying to whistle, maybe? I don't know. Then where do you propose the witness was? Someplace where he could have seen the shadowy figures, naturally. Wait, you mean... none of the mountains east of the inner sanctum are close enough for good view. That leaves only one place he could have clearly seen the shadows from. And where might that be? This is where Mr. Emus was at the time of the murder. The High Priest's home! It's obviously the inner sanctum. I'm gonna say the plaza! Anything funny here? I don't know, he probably has like 20/20 vision. No, I do pride myself on my excellent vision. But still, you think I could have seen the inner sanctum with a big old mountain in the way? Should have seen that coming. But yes, we are. Obviously, he was at the High Priest's home. He was at the High Priest's home. And how do you propose he saw those curtain shadows from there? Gotta go drive to find the runaway chocolate chips. Bearded man, face the consequences. Drive safe, PSM, and hope you get those chalky chips. The witness must be clairvoyant. Is this true, Mr. Emus? Do I look like a psychic nut job to you? Wow. Not a psychic one at any rate. Well, at least the insult wasn't directed at me this time. Okay. The bust is under your honor's bench. Big Top, my... not beloved, but you were kind of... Wait, no, oh, okay, I did shoot. Okay, it was the right one. Mr. Emus was at the inner sanctum, just outside the curtain on the east side. That is the only place from which he could have seen the shadowy figures. Hoo-ha! Really? Wow, I didn't even think of that. But wasn't the inner sanctum off limits to all but the victim and the accused? And the third party who was there, you mean? I get the feeling that subject prosecutor said not, he would rather not touch right now. No, he's gonna go into it. You mean? That's right. This witness was at the scene of the crime. Which means he is the mysterious third party we saw during the divination seance. He could be the one who dressed as Lady Kira and killed the High Priest. Gageesh. If the music ain't stopping, you're fucked, my guy. No one but the two participants were allowed anywhere near the inner sanctum. And the only way up there are the stairs that start down at the Plaza of Devotion. So tell me, why? How do you propose the witness entered that sacred place? Oh, he must have, haven't thought that far ahead. The sanctum has the sheer cliffs on three sides and a steep towering rock face on the other. What did I say? Did I say step? Steep, whoops. No one could have made it in there by climbing the faces of those cliffs. His Majesty speaks true. To say Mr. Emus was at such an inaccessible location is but a bid to tarnish his credibility. Is that not right? Well, I call bullshit on that one. I just don't fully know how. Wait. Oh no, the prison was at the top of that. Right? The prison was at the top of, like, the mountain that the inner sanctum was on, right? Yeah. I would pay to see an animation of the judge finally standing up from his chair. Must hurt really badly sitting there for hours. Honestly, yeah, probably. The witness is not clairvoyant. We're accusing an amnesiac and vibing to music? Always, always. Clairvoyant would kind of be a cool name. It would be a cool name. Simple, but it works. Okay, hold on. I gotta get one sip of water. Oh god. Right. I wasn't at the inner sanctum. No sir, no how. At least I'm pretty sure I wasn't. Then, what are those silhouettes you claim to have seen? I'm starting to think I've been imagining things. What? This is insane. I knew we couldn't trust that lawyer. Oh, shut the fuck up. He's trying to frame the witness. Listen, it's That's how we do things back home. Peace. Peace, I say. This is impossible. Unless I can show how we got to the inner sanctum, it just looks like I'm trying to slander Mr. Emus. I believe in you, Nick. Thank you, Maya. Sweetheart. Just look at the accused. Has she no shame? What's your problem, lady? Phoenix Wright is very trustworthy, I'll have you know. She's got some nerve for a criminal. I bet that lawyer poisoned her mind. Please, Maya, you're only making it worse. Maya just picking fights with the gallery. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but it's probably best to keep it to yourself for now. I would advise the defense to think carefully before making any more sudden outbursts. Yes, Your Majesty. If I wasn't the bad guy before, I definitely am now. Now, Mr. Emus, I would like you to think back carefully before you testify about where you were that night. Okay. I was never at the inner sanctum, I tell ya. That much I'm sure of, even with the fuzzy memory. Besides, it would have been impossible to get there in the first place. Boy, you lawyers sure are scary. A good name for a singer would be Dore Mi Fa. That's a good one. That's a good one. I guess it might have been impossible for him to get to the inner sanctum like he claims, but... Now will you desist in trying to frame this innocent witness? No. Yeah, I'd like to see you explain how he got up there. Mr. Wright, is it not time to end these cross-examinations? No. No. A moment of desperation leads to 100 million years of torment. It means that for each moment a sinner spends struggling to deny their sins, 100 million years of torment are added to their time in hell. Orianism is the strictest religion ever. And just so you know, you've already accrued 200 million extra years. Plus the one they started with, that's 700 million years! Sure, what's another 200 million, give or take? If you lie to me, Mr. Emus, it will be a 15-hour sermon. Well, it's a big deal to me! I can't keep saying that the witness was there at the inner sanctum if I can't prove it. The problem is, how am I going to do that? Well, if he didn't come from if he didn't come from down below or anywhere at the side, he must have come from above. Are you sure you weren't there? All I'm sure of is that you're deeply skeptical. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, are all lawyers always like this? Most certainly. They always try to pin crimes on innocent witnesses without any proof whatsoever. Listen, buddy. Listen. Listen here, bucko. You tried to pin the blame on a 17-year-old girl. Like, last month. Not even. Like, last week. Don't get on your high horse here. They are no better than bacteria or viruses. Yikes, you mean he's contagious? He's gonna give me lawyeritis! Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Enjoy your lizards? Whew, that was a close one. You almost put me there at the scene of the crime when I wasn't even there. You just said your memory was fuzzy. I sure did. What's the big deal? I'll tell you what. Your testimony isn't very credible if your memory of the events is fuzzy. Oh, someone is vacuuming downstairs. Let me, get another sip of water. Can you hear it? No, I think you can't. You can't. Oh dear, my voice is, fading. I think we're gonna get through this cross-examination, and, then we might have to end. Because my voice is definitely starting to, I am starting to feel it. Yeah, like, Nayuta, listen. I love Nayuta, at least later on. I do like him a lot later on, but my god, he is so infuriating early on in this game. He is so frustrating. As much as I do love him. Like, oh boy. Oh, no worries there. My memory may be fuzzy, but I'm very clear on one thing. Here we go again. Here we go again. If you ask me whether or not I remember what I did that night, I'd say I do. In short, you are... Oh. Never mind. In short, you are confident that your testimony is true. Is that correct, Mr. Emus? Har 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 har. Exactly. Guess you don't get to be a judge for nothing. Doubt. Honestly, I don't know what you usually need to do to become a judge, but it sure as hell doesn't apply in this universe. So far, I have yet to see one competent judge. And to be fair, this one is at least somewhat more competent than our judge back home, but he's very prejudiced. So I actually prefer our Udgy better than this one. So in closing, I can clearly say that I was totally not there. This is gonna be the one. And I feel like I already have an idea. I wonder if it really was impossible for you to get to the inner sanctum. Ura. If you have something to say, just say it. Couldn't there have been another way to get there? A way that wouldn't distract attention? Nope, there isn't. Which means there is. Perhaps the defense would share its theory with us. I don't even have a wild guess, let alone a theory, though. Time to reach into my bag of bluffs. Okay, hold on. He climbed the cliff, he came from the plaza. He climbed! No one would have noticed if he had scaled up the side of the mountain. I mean... I guess. He could have snuck into the inner sanctum that way. Sure. The cliff face is all loose and crumbly around there. Even a pro mountain climber couldn't have made it up that way. The judge might be a bit out there, but he usually gets to the right place. Exactly. Okay. Everyone here in Khorian knows that. But let us forgive the defense's ignorance. He is a foreigner after all. Wow. I get... Oh. Why doesn't anyone ever tell me these things? Also true. But hey, at least he's kind of being nice. I couldn't have gotten up to the inner sanctum by scaling the cliff. But you could have gotten down. Please add that to your testimony, Mr. Ebus. Oh... Don't close this cliff to comedy. Okay, so we do get to press the last statement after this, even if we choose the right one. More solid, maybe you celebrate rock climber, something like that. Also looks crumbly. There's new more in my life. Oh, come on. Sanctum. Second. Oh, wait. Oh, that's an extra statement. Okay. I have to press this. Your Honor, he fell from the sky. Maybe you fell from the sky? Har har har, har har. The lawyer thinks he's a comedian now. I mean, honestly? You're kind of working as both in good old Japanifornia. I was wondering what crazy theory you would propose next. Well, defense, let's hear it. That was a weird pause for me there. Mr. Ibis could have, parachuted down. We already know the weather was clear and there was no wind to speak of. Perfect weather for skydiving, I'd say. Now that you have been backed into a corner, your delusions grow ever more delusional. He beamed over from the Enterprise. The inner sanctum is on a tiny ledge upon a sheer cliff over 2,000 meters tall. One misstep and a skydiver would soon find themselves in the Twilight Realm. Yeah, but I don't care how still the wind was, even I couldn't have made that jump. Wait, what's this building on top of the Sacred Mountain? That is Royal Penitentiary number 4. Oh, right. Princess Rayfra mentioned there was a prison up there. How do you get your prisoners up there anyway? By helicopter, but only with authorization from the Minister of Justice. He is the only one who can approve flights that pass over the inner sanctum. Okay. Might I also add, defense, that no parachute or any other equipment necessary for skydiving have been found. Up. So you say. So you say. Are you saying I flew down here by flapping my arms? I may be an incredible dude, but even I'm not capable of that. Well, please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Emus. Oh, I can fly through the air either. Okay, yep, that's the one we're gonna... Okay, I want to see what he says here. Now, hold on. Lawyers aren't scary. Look at me. You think I'm scary? But you're saying I was at the inner sanctum when I wasn't. Anyone who tried to frame an innocent... What was... Why did his mouth look weird there for a second? It was just the in the corner of my eye. Maybe that's why it looked weird. Anyone who tried to frame an innocent man like that is scary in my book. Lawyers are scary! Lawyers are scary! It's a setup! It's definitely a setup! I'm not trying to set anyone up! Unless it's myself with Miles, or Apollo with that fake European douchebag. I'm going to provide evidence and explain exactly how it was done. The gallery speaks true. They know the depth of a lawyer's sin and the poverty of his virtue. There may be some bad apples, but we're not all like that, you know? Don't worry, Nick. I'll still root for you, no matter how morally bankrupt you become. Maya, don't do that, no! Thanks a bunch, Maya. I maybe don't. Oh god, I gotta stretch for a moment. Okay, we got something. Yep. Is there anything else we haven't presented? We haven't presented this yet. We haven't presented presented a couple things yet. Alright, let's go, wham. Something something dark age of the law where the ends justify the means. No! Everywhere I go, I see it. I hear it. I see that damn smile. Mr. Emus is right. He couldn't have skydived down there without any gear. Well now, finally come around, have ya? Now you see that I couldn't have possibly been there at the inner sanctum. Right. If you didn't have any gear, that is. What on earth are you talking about? That overreaction is a dead giveaway that I'm on the right track. Look at this evidence. Those are prayer flags, are they not? Yes, but they have been sewn together to create one big banner. A banner that could also function like a parachute. Polkunka. The people of Kurain are so used to seeing prayer flags that the police didn't even think twice about these flags during their investigation. No, this cannot be. The witness landed at the inner sanctum by using these prayer flags as a parachute. Is that not right, Mr. Emus? There's no way out. I'm surrounded. Mr. Emus? All this talk's jogged my memory. I guess I was there at the inner sanctum after all. Well, as I suspected, there were 3 people there that night. You did it, Nick! Oh, we did something. You weren't wrong after all. Thanks? Mr. Emus, you were the one disguised as Lady Kira that night, weren't you? No, wait, no, how? It's like this. Oh, yeah. I was only there at the inner sanctum by accident. By accident? Exactly. And that thing's not a parachute, it's a homemade paraglider. Is it now? A paraglider. Are you telling me you could fly using that patchwork mess of material? It may not look like much, but it's as sturdy as can be. You wanna go outside and try that out for a second? I rode the wind like an eagle, going higher and higher from my earthly launching point. What did you say? I'm sorry, you rode what now? Oh god, I smell food. Someone's making food downstairs. I'm hungry. Okay, we're gonna finish this up quickly. But then something happened that forced me to land at the inner sanctum. So you just happened to land there. You expect me to believe that? Now, please calm yourself, Mr. Wright. However, the fact that the witness was at the inner sanctum is crucial testimony indeed. And it certainly warrants further explication. Therefore, let's continue with more testimony. Okay. We are going to be stopping here for today. We're definitely going to be finishing up the trial next Monday, because next stream will be Saturday, which shall be Pokemon. But yeah, we're definitely going to finish this trial on Monday. So, let's save here. I always forget that it asks me to save anyway if I return to the menu, but... Okay. And with that being said, I am so freaking hungry, so I'm gonna go make myself some dinner now. And then I'm gonna read the new Windbreaker manga chapter. And, yeah. Never mind, I thought I heard something. Anyway. I thank y'all for being here today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If, I forgot what I was gonna say. I hope all of you have a lovely rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is. Make sure to follow the Twitch, the YouTube, the Blue Sky for updates on streams or no streams and other random bullshit that my brain decides to come up with and get out into the world. With that being said, stay safe, take care, and I might see you on Saturday for more Pokemon or Monday for more Ace Attorney. So, bye-bye! Wait, just got back from searching if teeth clashing is considered a kiss? I mean, I guess depends on the person. But bye-bye! Wait. There we go. Goodbye!